Hey, do you want to know the secret to mastering money? Not just how to earn it, but how to think about it in a way that changes your life. Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book is like a treasure map. It shows you how to be smart with money, not just rich. Don't worry if English is new for you, we'll keep it super simple, fun, and easy to understand. So, grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's learn how to make money work for you. Ready? Let's go! So, what's the psychology of money about? It's not about boring math or complicated bank stuff. It's about you, how you think, feel, and make choices with money. Morgan Housel says being good with money isn't about having a big brain for numbers. It's about understanding your own behavior. Think of it like this: money is like a game. If you know the rules of how people play, you can win no matter how much you start with. Let's start with a big idea. Wealth is what you don't see. Imagine you see someone driving a shiny red sports car. You think, wow, they're so rich. But are they? Housel says real wealth isn't about fancy cars, big houses, or expensive watches. Real wealth is the money you keep, the money in your savings, investments, or bank account. For example, someone might look rich because they buy nice things, but if they owe the bank a lot of money, they're not truly wealthy. They're just pretending. On the other hand, someone who lives in a small house but saves every month? That's real wealth. It's like a secret superpower, nobody sees it, but it's there. Here's a story to make it clear. Imagine two friends, Ali and Sarah. Ali buys new phones and clothes all the time. Everyone thinks he's rich. But he has no savings. Sarah lives simply, drives an old car, and saves $100 every month. Who's wealthier? Sarah. Because her money is growing quietly in the bank. So, ask yourself, are you showing off, or are you building real wealth? Let me know in the comments what you think. Next, let's talk about time, the magic ingredient for money. Housel says time is like a seed. If you plant it right, it grows into a huge tree. How? Through something called compound interest. Don't worry, it's not complicated. It's just money making more money over time. Let's say you save $100 and it earns 5% interest every year. After 1 year, you have $105. The next year, you earn interest on $105, so it grows to about $110. Wait 10 or 20 years, and that $100 could turn into $200 or more. The trick? Start saving early and don't touch the money. Time does all the work. It's like baking a cake: mix the ingredients, put it in the oven, and wait for it to grow. Here's an example. Imagine you're 20 years old and save $10 a month. By the time you're 60, with compound interest, that could grow to thousands of dollars. But if you wait until you're 40 to start, you'll have way less. So, start now, even if it's just a little. Housel says patience is more important than being a money genius. So, tell me in the comments, have you started saving yet, or are you going to try? Another big lesson is about luck and risk. Money isn't just about hard work. Sometimes, luck helps you win, and sometimes, risks make you lose. For example, two people might buy the same stock. One gets lucky because the stock goes up. The other might lose because the stock crashes. That's luck. And risks? Think of a storm hitting your house. You can't control it, but it can hurt your money. Housel says to be careful. Don't put all your money in one place, like one stock or one business. Spread it out to stay safe. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket. If the basket falls, you lose everything. Let's make it fun. Imagine you're playing a game with money. You can't control if it rains or shines, but you can carry an umbrella to stay safe. That's what Housel means: plan for risks and don't expect luck to save you. Be smart, not just hopeful. Now, here's a super important idea. Everyone sees money differently. Why? Because we all have different lives. For some people, money means safety, they save a lot to feel secure. For others, money means fun, they spend it on vacations or new gadgets. Housel says there's no right way to think about money, but you need to know your way. Ask yourself, why do I want money? Maybe you want a house, a car, or just to feel safe. Knowing your why helps you make better choices. For example, if you love traveling, save for trips instead of buying things you don't need. What's your reason for wanting money? Share it in the comments, I'd love to hear. Another big lesson is being happy with enough. We live in a world where everyone wants more money, more clothes, more likes on social media. But Housel says chasing more is like running on a treadmill, you keep going but never arrive. Instead, find your enough. What's enough? It's having what you need to be happy, like food, a home, and time with family or friends. For example, if you have a cozy house and enough to eat, do you really need a bigger TV? Housel says true happiness comes when you stop comparing and enjoy what you have. Try this, write down 3 things that make you happy without spending money. Maybe it's a walk, talking to a friend, or watching the sunset. That's your enough. Let's talk about saving, no matter how much you earn. You don't need a big salary to be smart with money. Housel says saving even a little bit is powerful. Why? Because it builds a habit. If you earn $500 a month and spend it all, you're stuck. But if you save just $20, you're training yourself to live on less. Over time, that $20 grows with compound interest. It's like planting a tiny seed that becomes a big tree. For example, my friend Maria saved $10 a week by skipping coffee at a cafe. In a year, she had over $500. Small savings add up. So, try it, save a little this week and see how it feels. Another trap to avoid is comparing yourself to others. You see someone on Instagram with a fancy vacation or a new phone, and you think, I need that too. But Housel says that's a mistake. Everyone's money story is different. Maybe that person has a big loan, or maybe they earn more than you. Comparing makes you unhappy and pushes you to spend money you don't have. Instead, focus on your goals. For example, if you want to buy a bike, save for it instead of copying someone else's life. It's like running your own race, don't look at the runner next to you, just keep going. Here's another cool idea, think about your future self. Every money choice you make today affects who you'll be in 10, 20, or 30 years. If you spend everything now, your future self might struggle to pay rent or retire. But if you save and invest, your future self will be so grateful. Housel says it's like writing a letter to your older self. For example, if you save $50 a month now, in 20 years, that could be enough to take a dream vacation or even retire early. Imagine your future self saying, "Thank you for saving." So, make choices today that your future self will love. One more big idea, money buys freedom, not just stuff. The best thing about money isn't buying a new phone or a big house, it's having choices. When you have savings, you can say no to a bad job, move to a new city, or take time off to learn something new. Housel says freedom is the real goal of money. For example, my cousin saved enough to quit his boring job and start his own small business. That's freedom. So, don't just spend money to look cool, save it to live life on your terms. Let's wrap it up with a quick recap. The psychology of money teaches us that money is about how we think, not just how much we have. Wealth is what you save, not what you show off. Time and compound interest can make you rich if you're patient. Luck and risk are part of life, so be careful. Know your own money goals, and don't compare yourself to others. Be happy with enough, save even a little, and think about your future self. Most importantly, use money to create freedom, not to buy things you don't need. Wow, wasn't that fun? I hope you loved learning about the psychology of money in super simple English. If this video helped you, give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. What's one money lesson you learned today? Drop it in the comments, I read every single one. And don't forget, thanks for watching our video. Subscribe to WordFlow for more videos to improve your English and learn awesome new things. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.